What is going on out there, good people, and welcome back to LMDTNT, where I am living my dream trading. Hope everybody out there is doing well. As for myself, I'm doing pretty good. Taking a break out here in the shop to go ahead and get a recap done. Tried to get one done yesterday and actually got about halfway through the video and ended up getting interrupted, so I was not able to finish that video and get it posted. But today being Wednesday is a nice day to kind of get a midweek recap done and see just how the subdim trading system has worked up until today. So we are going to go ahead, let's see. We'll come on over here to the internet and I am going to pull up my home PC. Don't have my charts turned on out here in the shop. I am trying to be disciplined. And there we go. We are logged into the computer inside. This is my layout. This is all that runs on that machine in the house. Nothing else is running on it, just NinjaTrader. And we can come down here in the control center and see what we traded today, or not what we traded, what the bot traded. Had the bot turned on all 4 prop firms today. Still not really touching my cash account. Market is closed. Not touching my cash account right now, just trying to see what this thing does. Just trading these prop accounts. I actually got some other plans for my cash account, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, traded the 4 accounts today. 3 of these are 25k accounts. One of them is a 50k account. Can you tell which one is the 50? Yeah, the one that made the most money. That one there, we're risking $200 per trade on. All these other accounts, we are just risking $100 on. These 2 here, I'm not sure why they were lower than this one. These 3 should have been about the same amount. I'm not sure why the profit was different on that, but we're green nonetheless. Cannot complain about that. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna blow up the chart and we'll kind of take a look at a few of these trades real quick that the bot took. It took a short here, stopped out. I didn't take that trade. I took no trades after 10:30 this morning. After 10:30, I took no trades. So what that profit is that you see is what it made prior to 10. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to 6 o'clock yesterday evening when the market opened, and we'll run it from there. We see that it took about 2 minutes into the market open, came up to this supply and just rejected. If I was trading, I probably would have got out right there, but we're letting this bot just do its thing. So it ended up coming and stopping out. Triggers for this strategy: if it breaks a supply, go long. Put the stop below the most current demand. That's why you see it stopped out just as soon as it hit that demand. It stopped out after 7:30. So any trades that fire at this point are going to be session blocked. So we're session blocked all the way up till 22:59. So like I said, anything that fires, it's going to be blocked. That would have been a long, would have been a nice long. Look at that, demand is still in play. This trade right here actually probably would have made money. But through data testing, it's been determined that these aren't really good times to trade. Look at that, 22:59 ends. Market comes out of the session block. I am trying to see, and I have seen that I do need to go in and make a couple of cleanup issues, particularly for trades like that. This was a trade that it ended up taking. It did take, like I say, all trades up until 10 o'clock this morning it took. So it took this one, stopped out. This one here, risk was too high. Anything over 50 is going to get rejected because of the risk. Takes the long no on this side right here because now it's using this trade here was using this demand down here. When this trade broke this supply, now it's using that demand right there. Risk was less than 50, so it took it. That was at what? Right around midnight. Nice trade, very nice trade. I'm pretty sure that this move right here triggered in this lock. And then when this came back down, it stopped out and it locked in that step one. That's good to know because I've been thinking that it's locking in the R lock. So step one was a 2R lock. Let me make sure. It actually might be a little bit more. I just ran some numbers. So step one, yeah. Step one is if the market goes or if the play goes 3R, it locks in 2.25R. So this trade right here locked in 2.25R and it made back what was lost on those other two trades. Let's keep looking. See that one there, 58-point risk, not going to take it. These are the things that I want to clean up. I said I need to clean up some stuff. See how this took this short into this line? I'll never take that if I was trading. That's the 200 moving average. I would never want to short into the 200 moving average. So I need to go in and take a look at some of these things here. Again, these are all risk areas because it has to use this most recent demand, which is way down there. Can't take that. One thing that I probably could do, but I don't want to mess with this code too much more, is tell it if it fires, look back 6 bars. Normally that's going to be the next lowest pivot and it may just not have drawn a demand, but I really don't want to mess with the code because it's making money. It is making money, but let's keep on looking. So it would have session locked out at 1 o'clock. Let's see if it's session locked out at 1. Actually, nope, it wouldn't have because guess what? We were in a trade through 1 o'clock. That's why we didn't see any session locks, but there's a session lock from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Market kept going. So I left to go to work about 4 o'clock this morning. One of my little 1 day a week jobs that I work. And I kind of peeked at the chart before I left and I saw I was down. Saw that I was down from that 6 o'clock trades. Was down about $100 in each of those accounts and then 250K. So at work this morning, I'm like, I am not going to look at these charts. I'm not going to remote in. I don't want to look at it. I'll wait till 10 o'clock because I know that there's a session lock at 10 o'clock. So while the market was doing this, I had no idea what it was doing. Took a trade at 7 o'clock, short. Again, entering in short, stop is up there. Let's take a look, see how many points that was. So call it 405.65, about 40 points. Not bad. So it's risking $80 on that contract. Remember I said a risk no more than 100. No more than 100. But most trades aren't ever really risking the full 100. That's one of them. That was risking $80. Pushes down, comes back up. Remember the stop is up here. Doesn't stop out. Nice flush down. Oh man, this flush just, it probably was about a 1R flush if you look at it from there to there, down, from there to there. Nice flush down. And then at 8:30, there was news this morning. Inside of the code, it has a feature where 3 minutes before news comes out, it flattens, gets out of the position. So it exited out of this position. News exit. Let's take a look. Good gracious, look at that flush down, man. And then the next 3 minutes after the news, it can't take a trade. This is prop firm rules. Cash account, this wouldn't matter, but in a prop account, they don't want you trading news when you're trading pro accounts. So I coded that in 3 minutes before, 3 minutes after. So had these been valid trades, the news blocked it. And then right here inside of my label, I do have it to where I can see news now. Nope. Next news event is not until June 5th. And non-farm payroll is going to be the news. And then it just tells you what's set. 3 minutes before, flatten. 3 minutes before, can't take a trade. 5 minutes up till 5 minutes after, can't take a trade. So that was that. After the news, no trade. Look at that risk, 161 points. Again, it's having to use this stop that's way up there. So once 10 o'clock rolled in, session lock kicked in. Doesn't trade between 10 and 2. So as you can see, any trades that fire are going to be session blocked. But that's what we did today. Let's kind of scroll over to the previous day. I really just want to show you one trade. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. Actually, I'll show you two. Do I want to show two? I think, yeah, because I want to say that yesterday was a spitting image. Almost. So this was Tuesday. Look at that. 602, we get triggered in. And look, this thing went, if you go from there to there, actually watch this. Because I think I had this bracket set to lock in the first step lock. Bam. We would have needed to get up to right there to lock in the first step lock. Notice it's risking $53. It would have made 160, but then it would have locked in 1R off of that. Let me make sure though. Nope. Didn't think so. This should be 2.75. So it would have needed to go up to right there to lock in the first target. And then it would have locked in 1R. So didn't get up there. That solid red line means it stopped out somewhere. Let's keep on going. Boom. Stopped out right there. Now we're into a session lock until 22:59. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Session lock is over because I see a risk label. Too much risk. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Spitting image. Spitting image. This thing fires at like midnight. Takes a short. Dash lines or dotted lines means that that's a green trade. But let's see where it got out at. Step 1. Banger. So we lost 1R on that first trade, but then this trade right here turns around and it locks in 2.25R. So in the wash, we made 1.25R. Nice. Let's keep watching it. Let's keep watching it. Again, we were in that move through that 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock hour. So no session locks kicked in. Let's keep watching. Let's keep watching. 6 o'clock rolls around. Stopped out. Took that trade. Stopped out. Let's keep watching. Boom. 7 o'clock. Dang, this thing is almost identical to yesterday. But this one, nice little trade here. Nice little trade. 8 o'clock. Guess what was yesterday? News. This thing came down, flattened because of news. And look at that, y'all. This was the entry. So you got to look for the most current supply. It's not going to be this one because this doesn't fire until that diamond shows. So it was that one up there. Notice, we're doing good. Oh, this trade looks so good. News come out. Wham. Straight up stops it out and just keeps on ripping. So That flattening out because of the news was nice. Then we come into 10 o'clock, session block till 2 o'clock. So just wanted to show you that real quick. Let me see if I could pull up real fast the see if I could pull up the numbers from yesterday. I have them. I had sent them over to Vega. Yep, there they go right there. Let me switch on over into my Discord. Like I said, if you're not familiar with the Honored Trader, that's what Vega goes by. This was his most recent video that he did on YouTube. And then I had sent him my numbers for yesterday. So yesterday, the 50K account made 475. Each 25K account made a little over 200. So just slowly grinding away. Trying to stay disciplined, trying to not interfere with the trades. And just, I built a system that by all accounts, the data shows is very profitable. So why don't I just trade it, right? That's what I'm trying to do right now. But as always, thanks for checking me out. If you hadn't hit that like button, please do so. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. And as always, we can continue the conversation in the comments. I saw somebody had posted that my Discord link is no longer valid. I'm gonna get a new one posted on this video. Discord channel, I'm telling you right now, is nothing spectacular. It's not like any of these big channels that's out there. It's somewhere I kind of just post my pictures. Me and another guy, Spark, will normally hang out in the voice channel. Sometimes we'll get a few other people to pop in, but nothing special. Just some place to kind of hang out, bounce ideas off other like-minded people. So on that note, I'm gonna wrap this video up, and we'll be back at it again tomorrow. Peace.